Excuse me. God almighty. God almighty. Greetings, everybody, and there's Rhodes Scholar for the Orioles. Nice to see you, Mr. Scholar, on this beautiful morning. Folks, my name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we have yet another ball game. We are on September 10. In our 1969 replay. This is the first of a two-game series. The Boston Red Sox at the Baltimore Orioles. And it'll be two right-handers, Nagy for the Red Sox and Palmer for the Orioles. Both right-handers. And I'll have our lineups in just a couple minutes. Hope you're well, Rhodes Scholar. I'm hanging in there. Oh, hope you're well. All right, let's go through our opening lineups here. Oops, bear with me. For the Boston Red Sox and Kathy Harden, happy Strat Day. Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, for a Valentine's. And Kathy Harden has a warm-up, which will be coming right up after the introduction of the opening lineups. And isn't that sweet from Kathy Harden? Is it true violets are blue? Happy Strat Day from me to you. Thank you. For the Red Sox, leading off Sid O'Brien at third, Mike Andrews at second, Yastrzemski in left, Reggie Smith in center, Petrocelli at short, Tony Conigliaro in right, George Scott at first, Jerry Moses catching, and the pitcher, and he's pitched some great ones this season for the Red Sox, right-hander Mike Nagy. For the Orioles, it's Don Buford in left, Paul Blair in center, Frank Robinson in right. This is their usual. Boog Powell at first, now that Blair is back in. Brooks Robinson at third, Johnson at second, Hendricks back in the lineup. He's catching. Belanger at short, and going for win number 17, right-hander Jim Palmer. He still has a shot, an outside shot at winning 20. And the Orioles take the field. It's a beautiful morning here in Studio B. The windows are open, the air conditioning is off, and we are ready, and the Orioles take the field. Here is the warm-up question from Kathy Harden. What book was John David Chapman reading while waiting to be arrested? Oh my God, what was the name of that fucking book? What book was John David Chapman reading while waiting to be arrested? I couldn't. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. You know, I couldn't think of the title, and then I know the book. I had to think of the author, J.D. Salinger, and then it popped in my head. Well, the Orioles have taken the field, and Sid O'Brien will lead it off. Palmer is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's 2-2, and he walked him. So O'Brien opens it up with a base on balls. And here's Mike Andrews. Red Sox tied with Detroit for second place in the American League East. Of course, the Red Sox, Kathy, anybody but the Red Sox. I can't imagine any team she would root against who were playing the Red Sox. Anybody. But the Red Sox. So we have two people here for the Orioles, Rhodes Scholar and Kathy Harden. We want to thank both of them. We'd love to hear from you in the live text here. It's Andrews at the plate here, facing Palmer. That's fouled back, out of play. We had quite a game yesterday. The Giants beat the Braves, and it was a tough game for me. I was tired, I was stressed, I was ripped. And I have to learn not to play Strat-O-Matic when I'm tired. I'm always tired, but when I'm very tired, it's just doesn't work. And I end up being pretty miserable while I'm doing it. Okay, Palmer from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Andrews. He lays it down. He's an A bunter. The infield will stay A. It's going to be a 3. He might beat it out. Oh my. And it's thrown out by, it's a tapper back to Palmer. He'll throw it to first. And O'Brien is on second base. Whoops. So it's 1 out. And O'Brien is in scoring position. And here comes the nemesis, Karl. Boy, has he been a pain in the frickin' ass, hasn't he? God almighty. Pain in the frickin' ass. Okay, Palmer from the stretch. And the pitch to Karl. That's 2-9, and that's a ballpark home run. There you go. And we're in Baltimore. A 2-9 ballpark home run. He's a left-hander. We're in Baltimore. And it's gone. A left-hander, I'm sorry, thank God. It's a long fly to left, Lord. Left-hander -1-2. That's gonna be a long fly to left field. Right field, I'm sorry. And that's 2 outs. I don't think I could have taken another one of those on the top of the first. So it's 2 outs with O'Brien on second, and here's Reggie Smith in a situation here. Smith, switch hitter, batting left against Palmer. That's right in the corner for a strike called. Okay, Palmer from the stretch. The pitch to Smith. And that's 2-6 right-handed. And there's another frickin' ballpark. Left-handed hitter, and then that is gone. Oh my. I could tell you, you see it on the 2-die. Look at that. 2-6 ballpark. Oh, Kathy Harden. That's gone. So Yaz doesn't do it, but Reggie Smith does. For a 2-run home run here in the top of the first to make it 2-0 Baltimore off Palmer. Orioles won this one 8-7. Palmer was knocked out early. Lord. That is number 28 for Reggie Smith. And it's a 2-0 ball game. And here's Rico Petrocelli. Kathy says, I think Palmer's the guy that eats pancakes before his starts. Must not have gotten them this morning. Boy, he sure got pancaked with that one. Here's Rico now. The pitch from Palmer. That's 4-9, and that's an end home run, and that's a double down the line. Just missed the home run. And the Red Sox have come out hitting here to open up this series. Top of the first. Palmer got hit pretty bad and knocked out. Palmer pitched only 3 1/3 innings, allowed 4 runs. So that happened in real world. This could happen, in real world. So Petrocelli on second with 2 outs, and here's Tony Conigliaro. Palmer trying to get out of this inning. It's 2-0 Red Sox on the 2-run home run by Reggie Smith. Here's Palmer and the pitch to Conigliaro. That's 6-10, right-handed, and that's going to be a ballpark single. Right-hander, a lot of ballparks coming up here. Ballpark single against Conigliaro, the right-hander, 1-11. No, it's caught by Belanger. And the side is retired. There were 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Reggie Smith. Petrocelli doubled left on. We've gone half an inning. It's Red Sox 2 and the Orioles coming to bat. We have Kathy Harden with questions. She had a warm-up. And it was a memorable one with Mark David Chapman, who pulled out a copy of J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye immediately after shooting John Lennon to death. Well, here's Mike Nagy. He was 12-2 in real world. He's won 10 for the Red Sox this year. Orioles trying to stay sharp as they have already clinched the American League Eastern Division. Red Sox, on the other hand, in a battle with Detroit for second place. They're tied. And that matters in my replay. Not that we have expanded playoffs or anything, but it's a different world. It's a different attitude. Second place is like an achievement, a big achievement. And also there is remuneration, extreme, significant incentivization and remuneration. Here's Buford leading it off, switch hitter, batting left against Nagy. We have the standard lineup in today. Yeah, Blair was hurt. Frank Robinson was out. Hendricks has been out a while. Of course, Hendricks and Etchebarren tend to platoon behind the plate. Okay, here's Nagy. He's ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Buford. And that's 2-6. And he walked him. So Buford is on. He's a B. Not being held, 1-13, with Moses behind the plate. Buford on first to start it off. Here's Paul Blair. Let's see if he'll do a sacrifice just like Andrews did after a walk. Next question is the top of the third, people. Look for it. Here's Nagy from the stretch. And the pitch to Blair. That is 4-7 right-handed. Fly ball center for Reggie Smith. He's under it. He makes the catch. It's 1 away. Now here's Frank Robinson. Blair with a short lead off first, 1 out. Bottom of the first, again, 2-0 Red Sox on the 2-run blast by Smith. Here's Nagy and the pitch to Frank Robinson. That's 3-7, right-handed, and he walked him. So Nagy puts 2 on for Boog Powell. Powell, left-handed hitter. Oh. That's fouled back and out of play. Our next game, which I hope to play today on coffee, is a snoozer. It's a new series, KC at California. All right, Nagy from the stretch. The pitch to Powell. That's 4-9, left-handed, grounds it to short X. That's going to be for Petroselli, 216. (9-2). G2. This could be 2. E16, 5-10, 11. It's a clean G2 with first and second. And he forces Robinson at second, which will make it 2 outs, first and third. So it's Powell on first, Buford on third with 2 outs. And here's Brooks Robinson in a clutch situation here. We're still using the clutch super advanced rule, sensitively, of course, seeing how I like it. Nagy trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Brooks. And that's 6-10 right-handed, fly ball center X. That's going to be for Smith at 217. That's 15-2. F2, Smith coming around, 5-7-8, 17. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs for the Orioles. 2 walks, both left on, and there was a force. And we've gone 1. It's a 2-0 ball game. Again, folks, top of the third, our next question. Looking forward to it. Here comes Palmer now for his second inning. He allowed the 2-run home run to Reggie Smith in the first. Here's George Scott to lead it off. Palmer gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch to George Scott. That's 1-5 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Scott. A leadoff single. Again, Palmer got hit bad in real world in this game. Pitched 3 1/3, allowed 4 earned runs, 2 home runs. including Sid O'Brien and Karl Yastrzemski. Scott's on first to lead it off. Here's Moses now. Nagy comes out on deck. Here's Palmer from the stretch. That's a 6-8 right-handed, and that is a liner to third caught by Brooks, 1 out. Looking at our roster, I don't think they'd be needed. Mr. Scholar, but Gary Wagner pitched in relief for the Red Sox. Gary Wagner for the Red Sox, and they put in Fred Bean and Al Severinsen for the Orioles. Bean pitched 2 innings. Don't bother with him. Don't bother with anyone if you're not in the mood. There's an Al Severinsen. And if you're only if you're interested, here's the link to the game. Oops, I'm sorry. That was Severinsen I sent you. I'm so sorry. Let me get rid of that. Here's the link. Okay, here's Mike Nagy coming up with Scott on first, 1 out. Nagy is a right-handed hitter. The pitch from Palmer. That's 2-7, and he struck him out. That's the first by Palmer. 2 down now with Scott on first, and Sid O'Brien as the batter. O'Brien walked and scored on Smith's home run in the first. Palmer from the stretch. That's 6-8 right-handed, and that is a liner to third caught by Brooks. And the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit. The leadoff single by George Scott. We've gone 1.5. And it's 2-0 Red Sox. Look for the question after this half inning. Here comes Nagy now. He put 2 on, walked 2 in the first. Davey Johnson at the plate. Here's the windup by Nagy and the pitch. That's going to be 3-7 right-handed. And it's a leadoff single by Davey Johnson. So Davey on first. And here's Elrod Hendricks. Nagy from the stretch. The pitch to Hendricks. That is 3-5 right-handed. Walked him. So Nagy has put 2 on again, this time with no outs. And Mark Belanger is the batter. Orioles down by 2, bottom of the second here. Here's Nagy. That's 110 right-handed. That's a ballpark single. 16, that might be tough. Right-hander in Baltimore. And it is a liner to short, caught by Petrocelli, 1 out. And here comes Jim Palmer now. Palmer, a 3 WR. He's a C bunter. Nagy now gets the sign from Moses. Oh, Rhodes Scholar, you're a blessing in disguise. You know that? He is a scholar and a gentleman. He told me to check my email. There we go. There's Bean, Severinsen, and Wagner. And we will use them if needed. Anything to save the arms of this bullpen, especially for the Orioles in this late going. Thank you, sir. Here's Nagy and the pitch to Palmer. That's 4-3, right-handed, fly ball right X. That's going to be Tony, 3-5. 3-5-23, F3, E5, 4-6-8. And he makes the catch. It's with first and second and right, an F3, and the runners will hold. So it's 2 outs, a nice fly ball hit by Palmer, but 2 away, first and second, clutch situation for Don Buford. The arms get tired in September, for sure. And anything to give them a break. Here's Nagy now. And if it wasn't for Rhodes Scholar, these people would be just suffering in the bullpen. Buford walked left on in the first. Here's Nagy. The pitch to Buford, clutch situation. That's 3-8 right-handed, and there's a base hit. A clutch single for Buford. Johnson scores. Hendricks goes to third. Beautiful contact there by Buford. Let's look at it again. It was a 3-8 right-handed single, 2 asteroids. Hendricks goes to third. First and third, 2 outs. And now it's a 2-1 ball game. Here's Blair now. The Orioles 102-40 this year. They have exactly 20 games left. I think they won 109 in real world. But of course I could always be off without looking. Here's the pitch to Blair now. That's 4-8 right-handed, fly ball left. This should end the inning. Yastrzemski is under it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Kathy, just wait for me to close up the inning here. It's 1 run on 1 hit, a walk, 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. We've gone 2. It's 2-1 Boston now. And now let's wait for it here. Wait for it from Kathy, please. Reggie was AL MVP and World Series MVP in 1973. One other player won both awards also in the 70s. Hint, he shared it with Keith Hernandez in 1979. Name the other player. God. Whew. Oh, Lord. It's a good question. Reggie was AL MVP and World Series MVP in 1973. Can you name the other player who won both awards? And I assume she means in the same year for World Series and regular season MVP, also in the 70s. Hint, he shared it with Keith Hernandez in 79. Name the other player. I guess it was Starchel. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Great question. I knew that Hernandez shared it 1 year MVP, but I just did not know it was Starchel. I had some confused notion of that. Folks, we've gone 2 innings. It's Boston 2, Baltimore 1. We're heading to the top of the third. Palmer takes the mound. 2-1 now. Andrews will lead it off for the Red Sox. Excuse me. Okay, Palmer is ready. Andrews at the plate. He had a sacrifice bunt in the first. Here's Palmer. And the pitch to Andrews. That's 5-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That's going to be for Dave Johnson, 214. (11-2). G1 E14. 6-9-10. And he throws him out, 1 away. And now here's Karl Yastrzemski. He hit a deep one to right in the first for a long out, caught by Frank Robinson. Ah, that is good coffee. Here's Palmer. And the pitch to Yaz. 5-8. Left-handed, lines it to first, caught by Powell. 2 outs. And now Reggie Smith, who hit the home run. Reggie, switch hitter, batting left against Palmer. Okay, Palmer is set. The pitch to Smith. That's 5-11. Switch hitter batting left, flies to left X. That's for Buford, 2-5. Six-2, F2, E5, 6-10-11. And he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. A fly ball to Buford. It's a 1-2-3 for Palmer. Hopefully he has settled down. We're in the middle of the third. It's a 2-1 ball game. Kathy Harden for the Orioles. Here comes Nagy now. Leading it off is Frank Robinson. Oh. Robinson walked in the first. Here's Nagy, the windup and the pitch to Frank. That is 3-10 right-handed, and he walked him again. So Robinson takes first to lead it off. And here's Boog Powell. Powell reached on a force, was left on. It was with Robinson who was forced after he walked in the first. Here's Nagy now from the stretch, and the pitch to Powell. Whoa, that's counts. 6-10, left-handed, flies to center X. That will be Smith, a 2-17. Nine-2, F2, E17, 5-6-7-8. And that will be a clean F2 with a runner on first. The runner will hold Robinson. It's one away, caught by Smith. And here's Brooks Robinson. Robinson flew to center in the first. Here's the pitch from Nagy. That's 2-8 right-handed, pops it up to second for Andrews, and it's 2 away. And here's Davy Johnson. Okay, Nagy gets the sign from Moses. The pitch to Johnson. 2-5, right-handed, walked him. That is the 5th walk allowed by Nagy. First and second, 2 outs. And here's Elrod. Clutch situation for Elrod. Hendricks walked in the second. Here's the pitch. That's 3-6 right-handed. Lines it to second. Caught by Andrews. Right at him. And that will retire the side. No runs. No hits. 2 walks. Both left. We've gone 3. It's still 2-1 Boston here in the first of a 2-game series. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Indeed, Kathy Harden, indeed. Jeffrey Guterman back here in Studio B. It's a 2-1 ball game. Red Sox over the Orioles through 3. And Jim Palmer takes the mound. He has settled down since he allowed a 2-run home run to Smith in the first. I can't say so much for Nagy, who he's allowed 1 run, but he's walked 5. It's going to be Rico leading it off here. Rico doubled in the first, left on. Okay, Palmer is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rico. That is 2-6 right-handed. He walked him. That's the second walk given up by Palmer today. Rico on first to lead it off. Here's Tony Conigliaro. Palmer from the stretch, and the pitch. That is 4-9 right-handed. That's hit with power. He's got the power. It's going to drop in for a double. Rico rounding third. 1-12 he'll hold. 1-11 with Blair, and Red Sox start off second and third. Nobody out. Here's George Scott. I want to remind people, everyone has an off day, and Palmer was knocked out after 3 1/3 innings, allowing 6 hits and 2 home runs and 4 earned. So he's not doing much better here. Second and third, nobody out. George Scott, the batter. He singled to lead off the second, was left on. Here's Palmer now. And the pitch to Scott. That's 3-5. Grounds it to short, holding the runners. 1 out, and that was a big one. Belanger did a good job there of holding the runners. Now here's Jerry Moses. They're going to walk Moses to set up a double play. Sometimes that backfires. He is a 304 hitter. So that'll be bases loaded with 1 out. See if Palmer can get Nagy, who steps up to ground into a double. This sometimes backfires on me. Here's Palmer. And the pitch to Nagy. That is 4-8. Right-handed. Oh, Christ. It's a fly. Oh, it's a triple. Oh, my Lord. Christ. A triple by Nagy. And 3 runs come in. A 3-run triple by the pitcher. And if you think that's unrealistic, that's stuff like that happens. And that's going to make it a 5-1 ball game. Holy cow. Lord. You talk about backfire. Here's Sid O'Brien now. Again, it was a 4-8 right-handed. Triple 1-2. My goodness, and it was a 2. I am sorry, Kathy Harden. Here's Sid O'Brien, Nagy on third with 1 out. Here's Palmer. And the pitch to O'Brien. 5-7 right-handed, grounds to second, X for Johnson. 2-14. 2-14, 14-2, G1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. It's going to be a clean G1 with a runner on third. And that runner comes home. Nagy comes home on it. And there's 2 outs and 4 runs in here off Palmer. We might see if he can get out of this. They're knocking Palmer out of his jockey shorts. You bet. He got knocked out of his jockey shorts in real world in this game. I've mentioned that several times. We'll have a hitter for him in the bottom of the 4th and maybe bring in one of the newbies. Andrews 0 for 1 and a sacrifice. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Palmer and the pitch to Andrews. That is 4-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. And that's the second for Palmer. 4 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, one of them intentionally. None left on. And in the middle of the 4th, it's 6-1. Fred Bean is warming in the bullpen. Fred Bean. His major league debut was September 18 in 1968. It had about 8 seasons. He was 5'9". Bean is warming. It's Beantown Road Scholar. Fred Bean is warming. Oh. He pitched in this game in real world. Only 2/3 of an inning. I guess they hit for him and that was it. He allowed no earned runs. Let's see who's hitting here. Oh, well, first Belanger will come up. It's Nagy now on the mound. He has walked 5. He's allowed 1 run. It's 6-1 Red Sox. Baltimore did end up winning this game 8-7. It's been a long time since I have seen him pitch. I don't even remember him. Maybe I have a vague memory, Road Scholar. Maybe a vague memory of him. Okay, Belanger leading it off. Here's Nagy and the pitch. That's 2-4 right-handed, pops it up to third. And that's for O'Brien, 1 out. There's going to be a hitter here. Oh, excuse me. Let's see who it is. Against Nagy, the right-hander. It will be Dave May. He is a left-handed hitter. There's better hitters to go with, but this is who Weaver has picked. Dave May steps in the box. It'll be Fred Bean next inning, by the way. Okay, here's Nagy. He's ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Dave May. That's 2-10 against the right-hander. He chops it to second for Andrews, 2 outs. And here comes Don Buford, switch hitter, batting left against Nagy. You can't win them all, can you? Now, the Orioles did lose their last game. You don't want them falling into, if you're an Orioles fan, as they prepare for postseason. Buford walked and singled. Here's the pitch from Nagy. That is 4-10. And they haven't had a losing streak to mention as far as I'm concerned. 4-10 left-handed, grounds it to short X. Rico, 216. That's 10-2. G1. E16, 6-7-8. And he throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 for Nagy, who looks better than ever here in the fourth. So we've gone 4 at 6-1. That's going to be it for Palmer, the loser of record. He pitched 4 innings. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 3, one of them intentionally. He struck out 2, and he allowed 6 runs. And it's going to be Fred Bean. Absolutely. Rose on Valentine's Day. All right. Fred Bean. He appeared in 2 games this year, pitched 2 innings. This might be the only time we end up using him. It wouldn't be fair. So Fred Bean takes his warm-ups. He'll face the heart of this order. He is a right-hander. Top of the 5th here. It'll be Karl Yastrzemski leading it off, left-handed hitter. Here's Karl. Karl 0 for 2 today. Bean is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Karl. That is 3-10. Against the right-hander, he grounds it to second, and Johnson fields it 1 away. So Bean gets the first batter. Here's Reggie Smith, switch hitter, batting left against Bean. And he is very tough against left-handers. Okay, Bean, the windup, pitch to Smith. That's 3-4 against the right-hander, and he grounds it to second. Again, it's Davy Johnson. 2 outs. And here's Rico Petrocelli. Rico doubled and walked. Oh. The pitch from Bean. That's 6-9 right-handed. Grounds it to short X. Belanger 226. 11-2, G1, E26, 5-9-10, and he throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Fred Bean. We'll take a little break after this half inning. We are in the bottom of the fifth. Don't count these Orioles out. Here comes Nagy. His first endurance inning is the seventh. It'll be the heart of the order: Blair, Frank Robinson, and Powell. Here's Blair now, 0 for 2. Nagy winds and the pitch. That's 3-8. Right-handed, struck him out. That's the first strikeout today for Nagy. Here's Frank Robinson now. Robinson has walked twice today. Oh. Here's Nagy. The pitch to Frank. 4-9 right-handed, grounds to short X for Rico. A 2-16. 2-16. Oh, that's going to be a 1-2 S1. E16. 5-11-12. And it will be a one-out single by Frank Robinson. Orioles are down by 5. Here's Boog Powell. It's Frank Robinson on first with 1 out. Nagy now. The pitch to Powell. 4-8, left-handed, grounds it to first. Scott has it. He will throw to second to get Frank Robinson on the force. It's 2 outs now. Powell is on first. In fact, there is a game on February. There would be a game. What am I talking about? Yeah. I would have seen if I could get into that, but no. Please, never mind. 2 outs, Powell on first now, and here's Brooks Robinson. Nagy from the stretch, and the pitch to Brooks. 110 right-handed, grounds it to third. And that's fielded by O'Brien. He throws Robinson out. The side is retired. So Mike Nagy holding his own here. We've gone 5. It's a 6-1 ball game, and Fred Bean will come out to pitch his second full inning of this game in relief. After this break, his endurance is 2. My name's Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. Happy Valentine's Day to anyone who celebrates. We'll be right back after this short break. And I want to thank you all for being here. We've had questions from Kathy Harden today, and always look for them in the event that she's going to post another one. And they sure are interesting. Right now it's Red Sox 6, Orioles 1 through 5 in the first of a 2. This one's dated September 10 in our 1969 replay. Orioles have already clinched the American League East. Red Sox are tied with the Detroit Tigers for second place. Indeed, Kathy Harden, indeed. Our next game, which I assume will be this afternoon about 2 o'clock Eastern on Coffee, will be Kansas City at California. It's a snoozer, but mi amore, Mike Fiore is starting at first base and batting second. Bill Butler starts the game, and it'll be Messersmith starting for the Angels, and we hope to see you there. Please subscribe, and you'll be informed. We appreciate the likes. We're gonna just take a little break here. Let me catch my breath. Oh, that's good coffee. Well, it's Jeffrey Guterman here. I'm back in Studio B. Actually, oh, Christ. Actually, I didn't even leave. I've been here all along. And it's a 6-1 ball game. What a change. Orioles losing. That's a change. We're going to head to the top of the 6th here. Fred Bean is the pitcher for the Orioles. He came in for Palmer, retired the side in order, and it'll be Tony Conigliaro to lead it off. Okay, here's Bean, right-handed pitcher. And the pitch to Tony. That's 2-7 right-handed, and that's a fly to center. For Blair, 1 out. We ignore the horseshoe if it's not a clutch situation. Still learning the clutch rule. Here's George Scott. Bean has retired the first 4 Red Sox. This is his first endurance inning, though. Scott is 1 for 2. The pitch from Bean. That's 6-8, right-handed. Grounds it to short for Belanger, and he throws him out. That's 5 in a row for Fred Bean. He's got a pretty good card there. And here's Jerry Moses with 2 outs, nobody on. He came up. It was 1st and 3rd. Actually, it was 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. He was intentionally walked, only to have Nagy, the pitcher, triple him home. Bean pitched a total of 2 2/3 innings this season. So if memory will serve me, this would be his only appearance this year. And it's a good one. It would just be unfair to have him be pitching more than that. Here's Moses now, and the pitch from Bean. That is 1-3, and he hit him. And that'll bring up Nagy. 2 outs with Moses on first. Okay, B now from the stretch. The pitch to Nagy. That's 2-8, and he struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Bean. The side is retired. No runs, no hits. The hit by pitch, left on base, middle of the 6th. It's still a 6-1 ball game. That might be the last inning if he comes up this inning. Bottom of the 6th, Nagy now. Okay, Nagy is ready. His first endurance is the 7th. He's pitching another good one. Johnson leads it off. He singled and scored the only run for the Orioles. Walked in the 3rd, left on. Here's Nagy, the wind-up, the pitch. That's 112 right-handed. And that is a base hit, just barely. Past Belanger. Past Rico. A leadoff single for DJ Johnson. Sorry about that. I just can't help it. Here's Elrod now. All right, Nagy. from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Elrod. That's 1-8, right-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Nagy. Now Mark Belanger, and there's action in the Orioles bullpen. Warming up is Al Severinsen, another call-up. He pitched 19 innings with a 2.29 ERA. Pitched a total of 3 years in Major League Baseball. This was his first year. Here's Belanger with Johnson on first, 1 out. And the pitch to Belanger, that is 4-11 right-handed. And that's another one. He hit that again. But actually, I don't know if that was the same roll, but it was a roll. 4-11, and it is a line out to short, caught by Rico, 2 outs. Now there will be a hitter. That's going to be it for Bean. He pitched 2 good innings. No hits. No runs. Kurt Martin will come in. And like I said, Severinsen warming in the bullpen. Kurt Martin. Oh, shit. Christ. Sometimes I'm just not thinking, folks, because I'm distracted. Oh, shit. I did another mistake there. I'm having a great time. Oh, shit, and I put it in the wrong place. Can you believe this? 3 mistakes like that? Christ. Somebody help me. Okay, here's Martin now. Right-handed hitter facing Nagy. Johnson on first with 2 outs. From the stretch, here's the pitch to Martin. And that's 5-12 right-handed, hit to second X for Andrews. 224. 12-2. G1. E24. 6-9-11. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, an error by Mike Andrews. First error of the ball game. So it's first and second, 2 outs for Buford. He has a chance here in a clutch situation. It would be unearned. Nagy trying to get out of this. Buford switch hitter batting left. Here's the pitch from Nagy. That is 6-11. Left-handed, flies to right. And Tony Conigliaro is under it, and the side is retired. So Nagy gets out of that. No runs, 1 hit. The error by Andrews. 2 left on. We've gone 6, and it's a 6-1 ball game. It's going to be a new pitcher, Al Severinsen. Severinsen coming in from the bullpen. He is a right-handed hitter, pitcher, and hitter. And we're going to, just to save that, I'm going to delete that so I don't use Bean again. I hope you understand, Rhodes Scholar. But we thank you for the use while it was there. He's just not, he pitched great, but it just wouldn't be realistic, if you know what I'm saying. Whew, Al Severinsen. I think that's the easiest way for me to monitor that, Rhodes Scholar. You know what I'm saying? Al Severinsen died at age 70. Again, pitched very little. There's a nice write-up about him in Saber, 6'3", 220. Big tobacco chewer. Again, pitched parts of 3 seasons. After he retired, because he had a very short baseball career, he was a supervisor in Nassau County, a plant supervisor, and then moved to Mystic, Connecticut. He managed a warehouse at a casino for 11 years. He did coach youth leagues. And Al Severinsen coming out here. And he will face Sid O'Brien here in the top of the 7th with the score 6-1. He's a right-hander, Severinsen, taking his warm-ups. Okay, Severinsen is ready. Here's O'Brien at the plate. The wind-up and the pitch. 4-3, right-handed. That's a fly to right X. That'll be for Frank Robinson. He's a 2-4. (3-2), it's an S2. (6-11-14). E4, and it will be a base hit. So O'Brien leads off with his first hit of the ball game. And here's Mike Andrews. Severinsen ended up pitching 2 1/3 innings, and he got the win in this game. Watt got the save. Again, Orioles won this one 8-7. Okay, here's Severinsen from the stretch with O'Brien on first, no outs. And the pitch to Andrews. 211 right-handed, and that's a ballpark single against a right-hander. And that is a liner to short. Caught by Belanger, 1 out. And here's Karl Yastrzemski. Yaz 0 for 3. Severinsen, and the pitch. 2-3, another ballpark single. Oh, it's a 20. And that will be another liner to Belanger. 2 outs. And here's Reggie Smith, who hit the 2-run home run to set the tone for this ball game. It is a 6-1 game. Smith 1 for 3. Severinsen with O'Brien on first, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Smith. And that's 1-4. Oh, it's another ballpark. Oh, Lord. Lord, a lot of ballparks there. This one is a 7 against a left-hander. And this one will go through. So it's first and second, 2 outs. A clutch situation. Severinsen trying to get out of this. Here's Rico Petrocelli. Rico 1 for 2, doubled, walked and scored. Severinsen, the pitch to Rico. That is a 4-8 right-handed. Oh, Lord. And he struck him out. And the side is retired. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left on by Al Severinsen. We're in the 7th inning stretch now. It's a 6-1 ball game, and Nagy will come out in due course for his first endurance inning. Nagy has allowed 1 run in 6 innings, only 4 hits. He has walked 5 and struck out 2. He's going for win number 11 here. I'm gonna get some coffee if you don't mind. Fucking madman. This is not even a cup. This is not even a frickin' cup. God. I'll tough it out. I'll drink it black. You know that feeling when you pour a cup and it's like 2/5 of a cup left? And if you were to add milk, it's just not the same, Kathy, but I will tough this out in hopes of maybe playing a second game this morning. I don't know. Folks, I want to tell you, part of the reason I play Strat-O-Matic at this point is because if I don't, I'll just sit around and worry. Do you know that? I'll sit around and worry about things. And this helps to distract. I am Really. You all give me a moment here, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I want to savor it a little bit. Rhodes Scholar, Kathy, Baseball Demos. You've got a good channel there, Baseball Demos. I like your stuff. Baseball Demos plays multiple games, inside pitch, full classic, replay baseball. Pretty impressive. I encourage you all to subscribe. I have, and his stuff shows up in my timeline. Well, if there's ever a time for the Orioles to get things going, it's here in the bottom of the 7th. They trail by 5. And it will be Blair to lead it off. This is the time. It is Nagy's first endurance inning. Here comes Paul Blair, 0 for 3 today. Okay, Nagy is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Blair. That is 1-5 right-handed, and that's a drive hit out into the gap in left center. And it's going to roll to the wall. Blair comes in with a leadoff double. Now there's action in the Red Sox bullpen. Wagner pitched in Real World. And Wagner is warming. Gary Wagner, a call-up sent by Rhodes Scholar. He did pitch 6 years. 1965 was his first season, and he was traded to the Red Sox from the Phillies. He pitched 16 innings for the Red Sox. He pitched a total of 35 innings with an ERA of 7.07, and he pitched in this game in Real World. He's going to frickin' pitch in this game. if needed with that juicy ERA. It's just an intuitive, folks. It's just intuitive. Actually, now that I think of it, they're tied with the the Tigers. They really want to win this, and they have a well-rested bullpen. I think I'm going to have the Spaceman warming. Also, he's a left-hander. The Spaceman, to make it fun. Wagner is a right-hander, and Spaceman a southpaw. So the Spaceman is warming along with Wagner. Blair on second, nobody out. Here's Frank Robinson now. Nagy trying to stay with endurance. This is his first endurance inning. Oh, Robinson walked twice and singled. Here's Nagy now from the stretch. And the pitch to Robinson. That's 3-7, right-handed, walked him. Nagy is now one hit and or walk away from fatigue for Big Boom Boom Pal. And he can bring the Orioles right back in this ball game. Yes, he can. The Orioles are down by 5 here, bottom of the 7th, 6-1. Nagy has gone all the way. He's put 2 on. Here's Boom Boom. Nagy from the stretch and the pitch. That's 5-10, left-handed. Grounds it to third X. Oh, Kathy Harden. That will be O'Brien of 432. 17-4. It's a G1, Jesus. E32, that's 357. It's going to be a clean G1 with first and second. And it is a double play. Blair will go to third, though. The double play turned by O'Brien. And Nagy has a chance to get out of this fully with endurance. Beautiful play by O'Brien. Here's Brooks 0 for 3, Nagy. And the pitch to Brooks. That's 2-9. And he pops it up third base, foul territory. And O'Brien makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Nagy gets out of it. Fully enduranced. No runs. 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left on Blair, stranded at third. And it's going to be Severinsen coming up in the top of the 8th here. Al Severinsen pitched 1 inning. He put 2 on, 2 singles, left him on base, struck out a batter. Tony Canigliaro will lead it off. Here's Severinsen. The windup and the pitch to Tony. That is 1-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Tony with a leadoff single. Here's George Scott. last remnants of that black coffee. Severinsen from the stretch, and the pitch to Scott. That is 6-7 right-handed. Oh, and he walked him. His endurance is 2. One more hit or walk, and he's fatigued. Watt pitched in this game in real world, so did Leonard. We'll go with Leonard. Watt is typically a closer for the win. Leonard is also a very good reliever. He is sufficiently rested to come in. So we'll go with Leonard, the right-hander, warming. First and second, nobody out. Here's Moses now. Severinsen from the stretch. The pitch to Moses. 4-9, right-handed. Grounds it to short X. That'll be for Belanger. Could be a double. Belanger, 226. 10-2. G1. E26, 6-11-14. It's a clean G1, first and second, and it is a double play. Tony will go to third. The Belanger turning the double. And here comes Nagy with 2 outs and Tony on third. Nagy had that big triple with bases loaded, believe it or not. Severinsen and the pitch. 3-9, he grounds it to Brooks Robinson at third. He throws to Powell, and the side is retired. We're in the middle of the 8th. 6-1 Red Sox. And Nagy comes out in his second endurance inning. He has endurance, full endurance. Davy Johnson to lead it off. Okay, Nagy is ready. If you're looking ahead to the... Oh, it's too early for that. Here's Johnson now. And the pitch from Nagy. 5-5 right-handed, and he walked him. Now 2 hits and or walks. Nagy is fatigued. Here's Elrod. Elrod 0 for 2 with a walk. Nagy from the stretch. That's 6-9 left-handed, walked him. First and second, and he's 1 hit and or walk away. Now Mark Belanger. Leonard warming for the Orioles. Lee. Now just Lee warming. Belanger 0 for 3. First and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Nagy. That's 5-6 right-handed, and that's a grounder to short. Oh. And Rico turns the double play. That's another double play. Johnson goes to third. There'll be a hitter for Severinsen. Severinsen pitched 2 innings, no runs. He allowed 3 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. And it will be Leonard. Next inning. And there'll be a hitter here. 2 outs, Johnson on third. And of course, Merv Rettenmund will come in to hit. Orioles on the losing end, maybe the best team in baseball, trailing the Red Sox 6-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Rettenmund steps in. 2 outs, Johnson on third. Here's Nagy. And the pitch to Rettenmund. That's 3-5, right-handed, fly ball left. This should end the inning. Yastrzemski under it, he makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs again. No hits, 2 walks this time. Nagy now will be 2 hits and or walks away from fatigue. And Dave Leonard comes out, the right-hander, the 4th pitcher for the Orioles. And now, if you're looking ahead, in the bottom of the 9th, it'll be the top of the order for the Orioles. Leonard taking his warms. And here's O'Brien to lead it off, 1 for 3 and a walk. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Here's Leonard, the pitch to O'Brien. That's 5-4, right-handed, grounds to third X. Brooks, 114. 8-1. G1. E14. 8-9. And he throws him out. Oh, shit. So there's 1 away. Here's Mike Andrews. 0 for 3 and a sacrifice bunt. Two 7 right-handed, fly ball right for Robinson, 2 outs. And Karl Yastrzemski 0 for 4. At least he hasn't had a home run. Yes, the Orioles need to take flight in the 9th. I see what you did there, Kathy Harden. Don't hit a home run, Karl. It would be an insult to Kathy Harden. Here's Leonard and the pitch to Karl. That's 3-5. And he pops it up, foul territory on the first base line. Powell is under it, and his side is retired. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Yes, we are. And out comes Mike Nagy, who's gone all the frickin' way. 1 run in 8 innings. He's had base runners on, but he's gotten out of it. He's 2 hits and or walks away from fatigue. And it'll be the top of the order here. Here's Don Buford. Orioles down by 5. Stranger things have happened. Nagy. The pitch to Buford. 3-11, right-handed. Grounds it to first. Scott takes it to the bag, 1 away. Nagy 2 outs away from the complete game win. This would put them a half game ahead of Detroit. This will be the 2nd loss in a row for the Orioles. Nagy Gets the sign from Moses and the pitch to Blair. That's 112 right-handed. Lines it to first, caught by Scott. And he did not even have to move for that. 2 away. And here's Frank Robinson. And that's a strike called to Robinson. Okay, Nagy, here's the pitch. That's 4-8, right-handed, fly ball left. This should be the ball game. Karl Yastrzemski under it. He makes the catch, and the game is over. Quite a ball game here for the pitcher, Mike Nagy. The final score, Boston 6, Baltimore 1. Nagy gets his 11th win. He went all the way. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 8, had some control issues, but got out of it. He struck out 2 and allowed only that 1 run. Leonard pitched 1 inning and retired the side in order. The loss goes to Palmer, the final line in this ball game. Boston 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Baltimore 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. So that's the game. Thank you. You have a nice morning, Kathy Harden. I think I need to take a little break this morning. But this was a fairly enjoyable game. I might do one in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, give or take. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. Oh, and I will catch you all next time. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much.